Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. It's Chef Poul, with me is Chef Alex.
Hello.
Amy's in bed sleeping, but she has work tonight, so that's understandable. So we're making some turkey burgers. As of today, I received news that I defeated cancer. Yay me, but I still have some really big issues on what I can and can't handle right now. And that is just not one of those things.
Poul is 100% cancer-free now.
Yeah, which is really, really awesome. They
It is.
Surgery a bit ago, 3 weeks ago tomorrow, actually. So I'm really super excited and happy about that. Amy's going through gallstones right now, so she's not doing the greatest. And one of the things that will really benefit all of us is the fact that we're reducing some fat in our diets. So we're making some turkey burgers, and I bought a 4-pack of ground turkey from the grocery store yesterday. However, for whatever reason, which really sucks, it was still frozen when we got it. So I pulled a few tricks, and still frozen, and we don't have anything out. So I want to make burgers tonight. So it's mostly thawed right now, so hopefully this helps. So we're gonna put this in the food processor, and let's see if we can't make some magic happen, so we can actually make the burgers tonight. So this is one reason I'm gonna tell you the best thing in the world to get is a Ninja food processor. It's really, really awesome, and it worked. I think it did, anyways. I can't speak highly enough of the Ninja. It's really, really good. And I think it did good. I think it did wonderful. So we're going to try a few tricks here, guys, and I'll show you a few little keys of what you can do to make your turkey burgers a little bit more juicy. Because there's a big difference of why turkey burgers are going to taste more flat, more bland than your typical beef burger. And part of the reason is, well, surprise, surprise, you need fat. It's, a pretty important part of having your, it's a really important part of having your burgers. If you don't have the fat, then it's not gonna taste as good.
Turkey is a much leaner cut of meat, so it's going to have a lot less fat than beef or pork.
Yeah, so it's so often when you're going out somewhere and you're getting a turkey burger and it's just not flavorful, that's why.
Yeah. But there are ways to make it more flavorful.
There are definitely ways. And we're going to explore that one right now. Okay, so what we're going to do here on this, for the blade, I'm just going to put a little bit of salt in that container. And we're going to let that go in there. Because it has to be disinfected, because it's ground turkey, so it's almost like chicken, and you need to treat it like that.
Yeah.
Now we're not going to use breadcrumbs, because breadcrumbs aren't really going to help you too much.
Just carbs.
More carbs, and believe it or not, I kind of find it kind of still gives it a bland flavor. It's not going to help.
No.
So before we do anything else, we're going to make sure that this is completely submerged in water. So that when we go to clean this later, it's going to be a little bit easier to clean, because we want that clean. It's going to be really important. Okay, done. Okay, so I've got 3 bags out of my pack here, and I got to close the garlic. That's one whole thing of garlic, not just one little clove, I should say. Now, Terre Haute, you can add your hot peppers right into this right now if you want to. Not a big deal. Amy can't eat spice at all anymore, so she ain't getting it. And I know that's a thing that she ain't gonna like, but it is what it is. Now we're using extra virgin olive oil here. I'm gonna put a few drops in here. It's gonna help make it. It's gonna help with the taste a little bit. You do want a little bit in there.
It's gonna give it a juicier flavor.
Yep. Then we're gonna use some Worcestershire sauce. Still, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. I know I probably am. I tried at least. Gonna add some pepper. Fresh ground pepper is always a good thing. We really want to give this some really good flavoring. And then
some mustard.
Some mustard. And there's going to be a few more things. I'm going to use some dark soy sauce. And then some sweet cooking wine, otherwise known as mirin. And a few more little things here. If I can find it easy, I'll do it. Onion powder, that's what I wanted. That's probably about 2 tablespoons of onion powder. And then lastly, applewood spice. That's about 2 tablespoons of that, and that's it. So now there's some things that you want to do. Number 1, you want to go out and buy yourself a box of cooking gloves. Why? Very easy. Why? Because this keeps your hands a little bit more neat and tidy when you're trying to play with meat.
It's a lot easier than touching it with your bare hands.
Much easier. This will do so much. This will save you so much aggravation. Because otherwise your hands are going to get really, really messy.
It's also a lot more hygienic too.
Yep. So you want to take your hands in here. Oh yeah, this putting it through the blender really made the difference. Number 1, you want to get your hands right in here and you want to mix this up really, really good. Now, if this is coming closer to, say, Christmas time and you've got a bunch of turkey left over and you just don't want to, and you don't want to have turkey sandwiches, but you'd like to have some turkey burgers, that's fine. If you have a really good food processor, you can take that turkey, put it into the food processor, and make your own ground turkey. You can literally do that with any meat, really. Amy and I will famously take like a really nice steak that's reduced, and because we want a really good quality hamburger. Then we'll take that steak and we'll make then we'll go out and we'll make a really nice put that in the food processor, grind it right up, and all of a sudden you've got like a really, really good class. Then you've got a really good class burger. And like, you want to know how you go to a nice fancy restaurant? I think I made those too big.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. You don't want a super thick burger. Not with turkey anyways. You want something a little bit smaller. Turkey is going to be extremely filling as it is. There we go, that looks better. So if you go to a restaurant and then all of a sudden you're finding that they're giving you really, really good burgers and you can't figure out why your burgers aren't measuring up, number one, they're not going to the grocery store and getting ground beef.
No.
That's not what you're getting.
They'd be using probably steak like what you were doing.
Yeah,
and,
they'll be
and
using
grinding that up.
steak. They'll be using a better form of beef, and then they'll season it quite the same way that we're doing. But
Yeah.
it's easy to like say shop around. They got a good sale on. On some really good beef. Well, that's an actually easy fix. You can just take that, trim all the fat out, and then
put it through a food processor.
yeah, it's really simple, easy. Alex, can you grab a plate from there
Sure.
and put it on the camera for me, please?
Just from here?
Yeah. And like, we have a store called Sobeys, and they sell ground bison. Sometimes it's more cubes that they have, and that's fine. Because I'll argue anybody right down the line that ground bison is literally the best, the absolute best you can use for a burger. Absolutely, hands down. Nobody's going to argue with. No one's going to win an argument with me on that one.
A lot of people say that the benchmark for the best kind of beef is Wagyu beef, but I actually prefer bison meat to Wagyu beef.
Yep, absolutely, hands down. I'll tell you why. For you to go out and buy Wagyu, you're going to spend a couple $100
Yeah.
for maybe 2, maybe 4 burgers. Maybe. It's expensive. It's really expensive, and it's ridiculous.
And not to mention it's really rare to find.
Yeah, it's not easy to get. Like, if you go to the grocery store and all of a sudden you're seeing that they have boxed Wagyu burgers.
It's not real Wagyu.
It's not. No, it's not. Unless you're in Japan, now that might be a little different.
Yeah.
That might be.
Might be real, and if they have boxed burger patties, like Wagyu burger patties in Japan, it probably is real.
But in Canada, United States, I'm going to promise you it's not.
No.
And so for the price of the dollar, or for the bang for the dollar, bison is better. There's no comparison. It's just better. You can make much bigger burgers, but between Amy and I, we don't have the biggest appetite right now. So this is great for that. So we'll be back. Please hit the like, share, subscribe button, and we will be back. Now, I need to mention that these need to go into the deep freeze for about 30 minutes, or your freezer. Leave them in there for 30 minutes. They can cook frozen just fine. Take your gloves off and do that, mind you. But see my hands, they do still need to be washed, but not as bad.
Not as much, no.
It's not as direly as an emergency, right? So just take these, put them in the deep freeze, and you'll be good to go. So we'll be back when we're ready to cook. welcome to Paul's Kitchen. We're back. We have Amy with us
Hi.
now. What do you think? Amy, guess what we're making?
Turkey burgers.
Turkey burgers, that's right. So I've got my cast iron heating up a little bit. We had to wait for Amy to finish with her girly stuff that she was doing. And
No, I just got up.
inner patties are not exactly frozen, and that's fine, but they are set. So that's all we needed.
That's really what you wanted.
Yeah, I don't need them to be completely frozen down, but just frozen enough that they can be set. And then we'll put them back into the freezer so they are frozen. Then they can go out and bag them and wrap them or whatever so that they can be used another time. Now, Amy, could you do me a favor and get me 3 buns, please? And like I'm saying, turkey is an amazing thing. It's a lot less fat, and it gives you a lot. And just watch your back, Amy.
It's a lot leaner than other kinds of meat.
Yes, absolutely. Turkey is an amazing meat for that. If you're suffering from anything, like Amy with her gallbladder, me with my kidneys, or diabetes or anything else really,
High cholesterol.
high cholesterol, it's less fat, and it's really good. Now, what we want to do here is, and Amy can process, please.
I need a plate.
All right. And here's a plate. And like I said, you can make this without doing anything that I did. It'll be a lot more simple, but it's going to be flavorless. It's not going to taste as good. This is just a much better way to have it.
I agree.
So you want to take your time and cook it, because another really important thing, and Amy will tell you this, and she'll give you a really stern warning on this too. If you don't fully cook this and you eat this in the raw, you're gonna get sick. It's like chicken. Right, Amy?
You'll get really sick.
Yeah. So you absolutely have to cook this through.
You can't eat it medium rare or rare, like steak. You have to cook it all the way through.
Amy and I were watching this YouTube video of some customer in the States somewhere at a restaurant, and there's 3 girls. One of them ordered a steak and the other had chicken. And they were complaining that their friend had the option to have medium rare steak, and they weren't told, they weren't asked how they wanted their steak or their chicken. Well, that's because chicken has to be cooked fully. You just can't.
There's only one way to cook chicken.
It has to be fully cooked. If you don't,
You'll get salmonella.
yeah, it's very, very important.
Was that a real video or was it like just a joke?
No, that was real.
Oh,
Somebody else sitting next to the table was filming it because they just seen how stupid those girls were.
yeah.
And I don't like saying that about people, but it's common sense. I mean, sometimes common sense isn't so common.
No.
And it really, really isn't.
Especially these days.
Yeah, that's true. Like Amy will go to work and somebody will say something to her that makes absolutely no sense. I don't know, like why you need to buy like 3 rolls of paper towel a day so that you can wipe your pet's butt.
If your pet's that bad off, I think,
Put it down.
yeah.
It's no need to make it suffer.
I hate to say it, but at that point, you kind of have to put it to sleep.
This is the day that we're going to have to put Lilith down, and it's going to be very hard to do. But, you know, Amy's had to get at me before for my Siamese, and she knew that I didn't want to do it. She knew it was really hard for me to do it. But, you know, what do? You just can't let them suffer.
No.
But anyways, that's not the point. The point is that a lot of times in today's world, people don't have any common sense. But this was absolutely a real thing. It wasn't phony baloney. It was 100% real.
You gotta show that to me sometime.
If I can ever find it again, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
But there really are people out there that really don't understand that you have that certain things need to be cooked. I mean, Amy and I have both been sick because we've been to a restaurant and we're served something that wasn't cooked properly. Doesn't happen a lot. It happens very seldom, actually, but it still happens. And as a cook, you need to make sure that you're cooking everything good. Now, I'm not going to make some special burger sauce for this, and I know it's probably going to amaze some people, but there's enough flavor in the burger that you don't need to. Just going to put a little bit of mayonnaise on each side of the bun. Now, if you want to go a little crazy with this, you can take some mayo and some cranberry sauce.
Make cranberry mayo.
Yep. Carol, you can add some hot sauce. A really famous way, Amy and I both really like this, some chipotle and adobo sauce
Yeah.
and mayo. That is chipotle mayo, and it tastes amazing. These are almost done. But I noticed that it's not fully cooked yet, so we have to be a little bit mindful in this.
Okay.
Now, once Amy and I have this stuff in the freezer and they're completely frozen, they'll be set a whole lot more. A lot of people like to say, well, that's why you mix it with eggs and breadcrumbs. No, I know that will make a firmer burger. I get that. It will. That's not incorrect. It will absolutely give you a better burger that way. However, and this is a really big however here, however, it's going to dry your burger up. All that flavor that you have in there, it's going to absorb right in, it's going to absolutely absorb right into the breadcrumbs and egg. And you're not going to taste the right flavor. It's not going to work as well as if you had just been patient and done it this way. I like my burgers to be 100% ground, whatever it was. Turkey, beef, whatever you're making. You can even take fish, you can take salmon, and you can put it through a food processor, and you can make salmon burgers. Amy, what do you think about that?
Yeah, it sounds good.
It'd be really good. You can do that, but my key component is you're getting whatever you put into it. So someone's getting a burger that's a little broken.
That can be mine, I guess.
Doesn't matter. It's all go in your stomach, right?
Yeah.
Amy's not going to throw a fit over that. Now you can put some tomato on here. You can put some lettuce and onion. We're going to put some cheese and onion. I think that should be good enough. Amy, do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Valks?
I think so.
Now, you can make a bigger patty if you want. I find with turkey, a bigger patty is kind of makes a little bit too much in your stomach.
And it takes longer to cook too.
A lot longer. When Amy makes turkey, and Amy's going to be doing a turkey video next coming bit here, because I'll tell you something right now, this is something I'm really proud of Amy for, and a lot of people may not necessarily realize this. Amy cooks 100% of the turkeys in this house. It's not that I can't cook it, but she is the master. She can cook the turkey. And if my mom watches this video, which I kind of doubt, I'll say in front of her, she's the best damn turkey cook in the world. Sorry, Mom, it's the truth. Amy's patient, she's well taught, she seasons, she does everything she needs to do, and I'm telling you, if you're lucky enough to come to this house for turkey, you'll love it. Because I'm telling you right now, nobody cooks a better turkey than Amy.
I've been lucky enough to have a few turkey dinners over here, and it's true, Amy is a really good turkey cook.
Now, if you break your burger up, this isn't presented as a restaurant. No one's going to gripe at you, get mad at you over a burger that doesn't look perfect. I'm sorry, but if you're one of those people that have to be presented with a perfect burger, you're not welcome to my house. Now, because I'm using a cast iron pan, and if you have cast iron, this is what you want. You want to use cast iron because it is a much better way to cook.
It cooks it a lot more evenly.
It does. Now I have some Havarti because I couldn't find any good. Please forgive me, baby.
Oh, it's all good.
Amy's Dutch. She's from Dutch descent, and if you don't know anything about Dutch, they really, really like their Gouda. And if you try to sit there and tell me if you try to tell Amy that you went to the cheese aisle in the grocery store and you picked up a block of Gouda, she'll probably want to slap you for it and correct you that that's not real, because it is. Go to the deli.
Yeah.
If you've never done it before, go to the deli and pick up some Gouda from the deli.
The blocks of Gouda aren't real Gouda.
Yeah, they're not. And if you go to the deli and you get Gouda from them, or even your favorite cheese, get your favorite cheese from there. And I'm telling you, the difference is going to be night and day, and you'll thank me for it. You really will, because the cheese, yes, it is more expensive. Absolutely is more expensive. But it's worth every penny. It really is.
It is.
So those are our burgers. How's that look, guys?
That looks really good.
Amy, are you hungry?
Yeah,
How hungry are you?
very.
Well, guess what? I got something to stuff your mouth with. A turkey burger. So please hit that like, share, subscribe button. We really appreciate that. We have our website, www.poulskitchen.online. Until next time, let's make cooking great again.